call Chief of Harvard University.
Yeah.
What will they do for him? No passion for development. Then Umo Joshua will put the meanest man in the whole world.
Yeah.
It's just me.
Connections that you not get it.
Connection.
Yeah. Just say that Doma, all kind of things that just happen here. You know, I'm sure no he, no tea.
He was 12 years older early. Ellen did not want him to become president. So Ellen did not introduce him to many leaders. Ellen was doing her thing on her own. She was traveling from country to country and kept a man in the garage for 12 years, according to Burka himself.
Yes.
That means he was not empowered to meet any leader. When the African leader themselves need support from the West.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
All African leaders need support from the West.
Yeah.
No African leader will help another African leader with money for development.
Yeah.
In the West.
Yeah.
So that's not have that contact.
Okay.
Because when we have wrote, the Senate did a comprehensive report of their findings and attached the Supreme Court ruling and the amnesty law and everything. And the position statement for those commissioners who decided from there to where. And said the way forward is the Panama House discussion for peace. Then when Burka come now, he is deceived by coming there, by the Dillon there, Nombi there, and he's now where he's just thinking all kind of way Burka, all kind of thing. He won't go after people. Then, you know, the CDC still control the lower house, the upper house.
Mm-hmm.
So they went some kind of way, some kind of thing they did, Bagati thing, they did a resolution that passed, because of money crossing.
Yeah.
Then they sent it to the Senate.
Mm-hmm.
Then something happened, wow! All that they almost signed to Yombi house, then they brought it that Tuesday morning. They didn't tell me they had it for me. Oh! Then when I heard what was happening, it was remain 2 persons to sign. That was me, that was Bani, Jim Bani. Now when I went to Kun, I said, what is going on? You were here when we had sent paper, and you were here with our own leadership, and we sent the report with all documents, legal documents, to guide where. Then Burka benefited from the 2010 decision by the Supreme Court to be involved in the election in 2011 because he was not wrong with money.
You're right.
He benefited.
You're right.
Then after serving about for 12 years now, he's now president now. We finished campaign for that kind of woman, and he wants to persecute us. He does going to persecute us. So what is going on with Kun? Then Kun said, well, what I will do for you is to help you with lawyer. Get 5,000, go look for lawyer. So from Kun offered, my own son offered that I went and found a resolution. I many seconds why you did this. You know what they told me?
No.
Resolution is not a law. So starting the resolution, I mean, we agree. Bring it now. When Burka send a bill, they will now put all the law before you now and back it.
Oh, okay. That was a smart move.
I said correct move. Yeah.
So Nigeria is in trouble. But I tell you this, I still repeat, if the president refuses to change, then the government is in trouble. The government, if you finish this government, let's thank God. Because as from next year, it's said to be fluctuating. And all the people that is in the government, they are liars. All of them. They don't know why they are there. They don't know what they are doing. They don't know the reason of staying in that system. They are just pushing the vehicle like this. They don't know where they don't know where it's going. So the forefathers of Liberia, they are in pains. It's very regrettable. Even the former president, Syphilis, is even regret having this person as a president. So that is just it. They believe that George Weah is too much for Liberia. That is the man who have brought transformation to Liberia. That is a man who have turned Liberia to mini London or mini US. And he will have done it in second term. But they don't understand. They are angry with him. They believe that he's against them. They believe that he doesn't like Liberians. That's what they believe. That's what they believe. Liberia will be zero in sports. Zero. Zero. Tell me something. Zero. Oh yeah, go to Nations Cup now. Go to Nations Cup. Let's see. Let me see you Nations Cup. Go to Nations Cup. I'll give $500,000. If you qualify for Nations Cup, I'll give your national team $500,000. I promise. Your national team in Liberia now. If you don't know, in 2 years' time, Liberia will be worse. Will be one of the worstest country in the whole world. What I mean, worstest country in the whole world. If Liberia will not protest against this government, tell me there is no God. If Liberia will not begin to cry, coming together to cry and said, we don't want you again, leave, resign, tell me there is no God, I will never serve God again. I am a prophet of God, and I'm talking as a prophet. Right? The hardship, you have not seen that hardship now. In 2 years' time, you will see the hardest hardship you have never experienced. Liberia will drink dirty water, and they will be thanking God for drinking.
Mr. Bossy, I won't speak my mind.
That's the kind of president you have. This president does not have anything. He doesn't have any template. He doesn't have any roadmap for the nation. They just force him there. It was rigged election. Rigged election. It was forced on you people. Was forced to be president. So, and the people who connive to do all of this and put him there, right? US.
People were supposed to fight for the people.
The United States. They are involved in this election. I am telling you, not politically, I am telling you spiritually what I foresaw. It was rigged. Totally rigged. And now they have seen it, that this person does not know anything. This person cannot help the nation. This person cannot put the nation right.
Thank you. So, I want to say thank you to you, Liberia, who came out today. I want to say thank you to our motorcyclists, to our truck cyclists. We want to say thank you. Thank you that you stood with us. You defeated all of the lies. And let me say this to you, Mr. President. We promise that until you receive our petition, we will not present our petition to any criminal. We are aware that what you do is a law, and we will not present our petition to him. So you, Mr. President, your people collected our 14 million for 4 million people. That is the highest level of evil I have ever seen in my entire life. We promise to provide for our motorcyclists. We took away the ownership of land rule. We beat them to kill them. We have arrested our 10,000 motorcyclists. We are fighting and taking police station to the trouble. We are here to challenge you. The best rule is enough. We are come to say enough. We the motorcyclists are come to say Amanda. Thank you so much.
I don't mind to never watch you. The country is under
for showing up for the young people across the 17 electoral districts and most of our country. We want to speak to you, to our young women and girls. One man who happens to be the Minister of Internal Affairs. He broke the limit. Today he's still a Minister of Internal Affairs. Project people are not being investigated. Joseph Bwana came here in that to all that you get multitude of jobs. Young people graduating from University of Nigeria, all of you have no job. No program for young people. I want to say to you, we are happy today that we have come here. But we have come here like the chairman said to present a petition to Joseph Bwana. If Joseph Bwana does not show up, we will not present our petition to anybody. And we are emphatic about it. And we want to say to you, the young people of the youth league, congratulations on your courageous spirit. Put your hands together and say, young people. They said to you that you are not going to challenge the ring. They give you the parade with water cannon all over the place. But where are they now? They're gone. We challenge government people. You have killed enough people. You kill young people in Kinshasa. But we challenge you. We shoot up all here. You explain the consequences. And we shoot up all here. We reply to you. We are here to challenge you. So keep on your making one to come here. Keep on your making one to come here. And we say to you, you will stay here, we'll be around. Put your hands together and say congratulations.
Revolution the Congo.
So the voice of the people. We say yes to people. We don't feel it. That's the justice back and pretend to take against women and children. We are going to raise up a voice of the people and lead our children. There are hundreds of young people that are taking at the leadership agenda and none are going to solve. And the corporate are working just free simply because of all the connections. Our system are specialized on education and everything. But today we have developed a that is enough. Our partners who are in the market today are facing serious economic constraints simply because we have a US rate for $100. So today, Mr. President, the women of the Republic elected you, and the women of the Republic have come to tell you we can bring you down. And we cannot lead us. And we cannot lead us. You must lead. And we mean what we say. And we cannot lead us. You must lead. Thank you to all of the scientific persons in Canada. Thank you for your hard work, and we say thank you. We are pleased that tens of thousands of Liberian citizens have peacefully converged on the grounds and the premises of the capital. We are here to submit a petition statement to tell Joseph Bwana no is enough. I am not a petitioner. I was supposed to introduce the program. So, and now the essence of the program. We are proud to we are happy for you.
People were supposed to fight for
we expect today that Mr. Joseph President Joseph will come here and receive the petition for his people.
they cause my time bomb. It goes soon explode.
We know.
It doesn't feel when the power of people triumph, the power of people, they no even care.
And mentor is a concentration problem. We know that. So what you will not do for understand. But then you must at least send his vice president to come here. You must at least send his vice president to come here. And see the petition. We see all what is coming to give our church leaders and make decisions that are reasonable. No.
Hey, emphasis.
President One of vice president will not come here. We just received information.
Very soon,
They are sending Rachel Cruz to come here and see petition.
Is it very close and feel when the power of the people will triumph, the power of the people, the power.
Thank you. No. So let's go. We are saying the tens of thousands of Nigerians representing the over 6 million citizens of this country are saying we will never submit a petition to a random speaker. Hello, Rachel Cruz. A man with the support of disappointment that attacked the legitimacy and authority of the Supreme Court will not be recognized as speaker of this country. Rachel Cruz lacks legitimacy of the speaker. Rachel Cruz is an alleged criminal and must be prosecuted for robbery and corruption.
I'm not on the religious leaders. I'm not on the traditional rulers. People were supposed to fight for the people. They don't
the petition will still be read. The program will still go ahead. Someone said,
them don't join us oppressors.
does not show up here today or send a respected member of this office to receive our petition. We promise at the end of this program, we the people of this country, we will come back to the truth in the future. And when we come back, it's the man that we will make. And the power pressure that today's demand. Thank you.
I don't watch the devil workshop. Many youths for Nigeria no good job. And the country the youths get no future. The country is going down some period. I've never done the judiciary leaders. I've never done the left. Shame on the armed forces. People were supposed to protect the masses. One of them they shoot us anytime they hear our voices. Something on the smell of. Very soon we will see them. The harm of is not it will soon explode. Revolution they come. It's not very close and feel when the power of the people will triumph, the power of the
You also remember the survivors of the job massacre. As they are Nigerians, they were killed, they shot, and they kept on counting. Remember them. Amanda, we are here to present the official petition to the people.
Shouts up to all of you wherever you are. It's great joining us tonight right here on this very day, and we are grateful to the Almighty God that we are here beaming with life and that of good health. And no matter what the circumstances are, we are certainly getting there. Welcome. There is a program, Face the Issues. On the program, Face the Issues, we don't discuss personalities, no, but issues involving personalities. And so when personalities do their stay in front of those issues, one thing we've always said and we are committed to doing is to tear that person apart. And in tearing the person apart, that's when you hear us and I speak in the way we do. You say, oh yeah, he's speaking. But no, when we're tearing people apart, it is the person now we are going for. So that's what we do. But that is if you try to hang on to the issues. So we are right here tonight on this very day, grateful to the Almighty God that God has sent us. And we are here in this time and age for this reason. And that's why we are here. We are fearless. We are courageous, very bold. And that is something, and with God above all, we are certainly destined to prevail. So we're going to prevail over these demons. And like in the words of the lyrics from the song, the Revolution song sung by Mr. Bossy, these rebels, we are going after them. So those rebels who have decided to join the oppressors, those rebels who have decided to join the oppressors, we are going after them and we'll go after them. And we are not afraid to go after them and we'll deal with them. That's one thing for sure. God is our protector. God is going to guide us through in everything that we do. And no matter what the circumstances are, we are certainly going there. And so we think with God, all things are possible. So there are some sign bats that we'll try to share with you. Though we know the 26, just within a jiffy, I will give you the audience and just maybe 15 minutes. And in the 15 minutes, you have 30 minutes to tell us how your 26 is so far. Just 30 minutes. 15 minutes, yeah, you have 30 seconds to just tell us how it is. But we thank God so much that we are trying our best. We did try our best, and they beat our best by cheating. And I always told people, you cannot say Unity Party cheated, then you say Unity Party propaganda won. It didn't win. We beat them. So the last resort they ever had was to cheat. So I never feel defeated because they brought propaganda. We brought the truth because government is about truth telling. Their propaganda did not work. If you hear criminal Stanton Waterspoon and sitting today, we talk, the people listen to all. You are right to say the people listen to you because you are cheated. And the CDC enable you to cheat because they were lackadaisical. They don't want you to be opening your mouth like that. You know how long we kept them mouth shut? It had to be in the early morning hours when they were sure that the cheating was already in place and in their favor before they started reading results. We started early in reading those results. At that time, the CDC was in commanding lead. It had to take them in the early morning hours after they had worked within the electoral system and the cheating was now in their favor. That's when they started announcing results. They were dead. We were on top of our games. But again, the seditions, they were very much, I don't know, what was the issue? So they help it. That's why you see people, the criminal standard what else and open a mouth today. Yeah, we talk and the people listen to what people listen to you with 17,000 votes. Then you say people listen to you with all the terrible things you did, the nasty things you did. You winking with sanctions, all those things you came up with. How did they help you out? 17,000 votes? A government that you made, according to you, you made unpopular. That your unpopularity of the government only work internationally, it didn't work locally. You have 70,000 civil servants. Still, you're cheating. Could only accommodate or could only accumulate into 17,000. 70,000 civil servants. All your propaganda and thing that you ran, it did not help you out. Look, sometimes you want to sit and look at it and say, look, it's just that the CDC played themselves out because they play laissez-faire attitude. Especially Nima, that's where they destroy themselves. But never again will they do that. And that I'm very much sure of. So we think with God, all things are possible. Now, whatever we are saying here, we thank God that the very criminal that he had on their side, who is still a criminal, but of course he's there, he is able to speak to some of those issues the same way we speak today. And that's just us. We don't get time for people. They will always be angry because we are not going to low poor beneath Joseph Boaga lifestyle when he was in his post-vice presidential, that kind of poverty-stricken life that Joseph Boaga will portray. That's what people like us will portray. You see my coat, my shoulder part, everything is good. Joseph Boaga have BP shoulder part. Yeah, BB something like that. I used to see it like that on him. That's how people like us will look. We look neat. We look anywhere we go. We are neat. And that's just who we are. We're looking. Look at the kind of coats that we wear. Look at the way decent, better, the way we look. We are better off. Yeah. We are by far better off. We're not looking like that. And we'll never look. With all the things Joseph Boaga doing to turn this country to make you to look beggars, it will never work. God will continue to help you people. God will continue to help you people. No matter what it is. God will continue to help you people. Yeah, God will help you. So whether you like it or not, it's up to you. But let me come and play some of their sound bites from their own people, which will help us and start up here. A lot of things are going on. These are the characters that are behind Joseph Boaga. These are the people that have been supporting him. So on the issue of the projects, so we bring in the criminal spokesperson. That's what it is. So, no, we're not taking sound bites from anywhere else. They themselves, because our people in the villages and towns need to listen to these people.
We build this one. We secure the farm. We went to Saudi Arabia to get up $10 million, and this is the work of the $10 million Joseph Boaga project we can point to right now. The new Joseph Boaga project we can point to right now. Do we have any new project
so we'll
that
always
have
play this
the new creation under this government that we can point to as a supporter of Joseph Boaga and say, we build this one. We secure the farm. We went to Saudi Arabia to get up $10 million, and this is the work of the $10 million. Can we point to something? Do we have anything? Can the Unity Party government point to something now today? Don't tell me about the freedom road, right? Because those are old money. I know that we have the whole national money contract that was signed under the old government. So don't tell me about old projects now. The reason why I'm asking this question, and tens of thousands of Liberians listen to us right now, is because we have to first of all understand. I don't want
because those criminals you have on your side. In fact,
I don't want it.
That's why somebody was saying,
government will finish the Jowea project because we move it out of power. But while we're doing that, do we have
the very criminal that Joseph Boaga carried in Lufa County when I was there? And then they say Tifa that rogue. He did that. Joseph Boaga was laughing, kiki that they see rogue today. Joseph Boaga standing with other kind of people. Name gang about it. You know the party people. Do they really class anybody to be bad? No. The moment you can be even criminal, you join them, forget it. You are okay. And Josh, we are not like that. That's the difference. Why you think Standard Waterspoon started getting vexed with George Weah? Standard Waterspoon initially was supporting George Weah. But he got vexed with George Weah because a criminal cell wanted to have George Weah said, I don't associate myself with criminals. That's one thing. That's why he started getting vexed. And that's why he started going rogue. All the people you saw George Weah distance himself from, look at their life today. They are one way or the other criminals or something like that. Because God will direct George Weah. George Weah may not know by himself as to who to distance himself, but God has his way of directing and say, look, don't come close to this person. And why you think God is hardening Joseph Boaga heart on a daily basis so that he will hate Weah. That God's own way of doing it so that Joseph Boaga, he wicked said he will never come close to Weah. Because Joseph Boaga, were he to come anywhere close to Weah, Joseph Boaga was coming to think about killing Weah. So God said the best thing I can do to save Weah, which is good for Weah, is I will make Joseph Boaga to be stubborn. Joseph Boaga will be angry. Joseph Boaga will feel so terrible about you. It is for your own safety. There are certain people who are angry and they're showing up their anger against you. It's God's own way of helping to protect you. In the book of Psalms, Moses said, he said, for if it were an enemy, I would have hid myself from him. But It is somebody whom all of us will go to church together. We have sweet counsel together. How will I hide myself from such a person? So that's the danger in having people with evil minds who pretend to be friends to you. That's the kind of thing God don't want. God is protecting George Weah from evil Joseph Boakai. So God said, look, George Weah, I will show to you your enemies. They will show themselves. You will see them so that you don't mistake them and take them into your arms or bring them closer to you. You will see them as your enemy. I will expose your enemy. The best thing I ever pray to God for is, God, every day, show my enemies to me. Let them not pretend. Let them show themselves. Even if there's any way that anger, let them show it. So I always tell God, thank you for showing my enemies to me. Then I want to pretend, because I want thing. The bad thing is to see your enemies to be successfully pretending to be showing teeth to you and you walking into their. Oh, that's the most dangerous thing. Yeah. Oh, you know that one? Oh, when I be telling you somebody, you see, God works in mysterious ways. Sometimes people who just choose it's God's own way of saying, no, I don't want for the person to hide it. Let it show it also that you can see it and know them. Then you know how to deal with them. Yeah. I think Psalm 55 verse 12, something like that. Yeah. I used to read it in what they call the point. No, all the things that you can be doing, you're passing around. Yeah. Very good at Psalm 55 verse 12. You know what it says? Psalm 55 verse 12 says, and you know, that is what it says. Let me come to the real one. I was saying. Okay, Psalm 55 verse 12. It says here, if an enemy were insulting me, I could endure it. If an enemy, because I know that you enemy, you like it, you won't cause me, I can endure it, right? I'm able to what they call. But if a foe were rising against me, I could hide. So that means if somebody who's against me was rising, then I will go harm and say, but he said in a song, David said that, he said, but it is person like you, it is you, a man like myself, my companion, my close friend, with whom, that verse 14 now, with whom I once enjoyed sweet fellowship at the house of God, as we walked about. How can I hide myself from that kind of person? So when you see God making people to get angry with you, is God is trying to expose them. Your enemies must be known. That's the best thing you can ever ask God for. God, show me my enemies. Let them stop the pretense. Let me know them. And when God shows you your enemy, that means God is trying to save you. They said problem discovered is problem halfway solved. Once you know you have discovered the problem, that means you are solving the problem. That's how God can work. So God is trying to make Joseph Boakai to be wicked, show a wickedness, so that George Weah would never think about even coming close to Joseph Boakai to go and show a hand, to go and shake a hand. No. God is protecting George Weah in a special way. All the people that you see them misbehaving like they, God is trying to show George Weah and say, look, these are people who you and them were together. Now I'm showing you them. You are seeing them. You are seeing them. These are the people that you had around you. You are seeing them on a daily basis. I am showing them to you now, so that at least you are saved by that. Because God reveals to redeem. God is trying to redeem George Weah, but that redemptive aspect is there with George Weah himself. God's own responsibility there is to reveal. That revelation part of God on a portion. The redemption is left with you. When God finishes showing you that hole here, and for you to redeem yourself by not stepping in the hole. So if God show you that deep hole here, and you decide to go inside, you don't blame God. They say God reveals to redeem. The revelation part is God's area. The redemptive part is left with yourself. So George Weah is now seeing people. He saw Joseph Boakai, some kind of power. He walked up to Joseph Boakai after the 2017 election. Walked into Joseph Boakai house that looking dirty like that used to be like that. Walks there and sat in that living room. And you could hardly see good light. Illumination was very poor in that place that day. Joseph Boakai house was looking some kind of way dark, demonic. George Weah walked there to him, taking him as a father, shaking hands with him. Then George Weah is not there. Joseph Boakai finished getting power. You think Joseph Boakai not desperate to kill Weah now? He desperate. You can see it clearly. He wants to kill. So God just did it in a way that George Weah will never come in Joseph Boakai way. George Weah will never even want to shake hands with him, because Joseph Boakai's own wickedness is what will lead to that. That God's own way of saving George Weah. Jeremiah Kun. You think George Weah is going to be shaking Jeremiah Kun and you listen to their statement, George Weah, no, God is just showing people who are potential threats to Joshua, that these are people that you long been doing business with. These are people that some of them you saved them, some of them politically you helped them, you brought them up. I'm showing you them today so that you will draw your line for your own safety. And that's what God is doing for Joshua. Me, I'm not vexed. Look, when you see people go against me, I don't get vexed. I can just go in the back and tell God, thank you. I say, God, look at the kind of person that I've been with over the period of calling him my brother. That he the one that's saying all the nasty things about me. I thank you. I don't fight back. All the people who attack me, my friend who attack me, you can see me attack them back. No, I just gave glory to God. I said, God, thank you. These are people who all of us used to be together. Yeah, but I tell you, thank you. So I don't have any issue with anybody. No, we don't. We will never have issue with them because we believe that with God, all things are possible. And we are very, very, very grateful to the Almighty God. So everybody you see misbehaving here and there, God just showing you who they are. Keep your little distance away from them. Nobody say you must be enemies to them. No, you are keeping your distance away from them. Yeah. Just keep your distance away from them. That's how God works. Right? Yeah. So let me play this so that you can hear some of the voices of some of their own people.
Do we have any new?
I think it will help us all. Yeah, because sometimes when you think them when we say it, you can say, oh, AB no, just saying it. That they want not just let Joseph Baga business. They want it, and we don't want saying it. But that their own people then can be saying it to them. I don't know. But we just pray to God Almighty for everything that He continues to do for us. He continues to share His glory. And with God, all things are possible. I always told you people, whether you like it or not. With God, all things are possible. I always told you people. I wanted to get you some. Okay, tomorrow we'll do something on the 26th, on it, right? Because we're going 8:38 now, yeah. So it's a little bit, so let me see here, and let me see. Okay, so we are very grateful, and we are very grateful, and like we told you, there are a couple of things happening, especially in our country. We've tried our best to share with you some of the great thoughts that we have, especially as a people, and we are fighting. Whether you like it or not, we are fighting. And people will not understand some of the things we go through on a daily basis just to keep this country safe. They don't get it. And we'll always try our best. Could you imagine? There's something I want to share with you. I don't know why is it becoming so challenging that it is not working. I don't know. I'm trying to share something with you guys. Gosh, I want to share something with you guys. I hope it works. I hope it works, so that you people can get it, or we all can get
$10 million, and this is the work of the $10 million. Can we point to something? Do we have any other project we can point to right now? Do we have any new project that have the new creation under this government that we can point to as a supporter of Joseph Imabaka and say, we built this one, we secured it for. We went to Saudi Arabia to give up $10 million, and this is the work of the $10 million. Can we point to something? No. Do we have anything? Can the Unity Party government point to something now, today? Don't tell me about the feeder roads, right? Because those are old money. I know that we have the whole national reform money contract that was signed under the old government. So don't tell me about old projects now. And the reason why I'm asking this question, and tens of thousands of Liberians listening to us right now, is because we have to first of all understand, I don't want anybody to go by and say that Joria project. I don't want it. We understand this government will finish the Joria project because we will move it on power. But while we're doing that, do we have any project of our own that we can take pride of?
All right. So that's the question. And you always hear from them now. The high court guys are raising the questions. Recently, Amara Kone came up and said the economy was by far better under George. We are in 2023 than now. The July 26th is just a classic example of that. You don't need to hear your hay. Look, an economist told me something. He said the easiest way to measure an economy to determine whether it is booming or life or booming or not is measured in the lifestyle of the citizens. Because most of these things you see us earn, we go here, it's our social lifestyle that defines the economic lifestyle, right? The social lifestyle is what determines what we are involved with. How many of us able to wake up and say we want to go to entertainment center and then we can afford to go there? I want to eat rice. I can afford to eat rice. I want to buy clothes. I can afford to buy clothes. That's how you define the economy, the lifestyle of the people. That's how you know the economy is booming. What the people want, they must be able to get it and have the power to get it. July 26th is here. That's festive time. That's when parents or children part of burden on parents or the expectation of children and towards parents in terms of trying to buy them a few clothes. Now every day, yeah, they may go to Sunday with new clothes, but these are special occasions that culturally you will find people just say, look, I got to go buy my children Christmas clothes. So now just one suit. So not just shoes. The very shoes that they've been wearing, but on this occasion, they need to do that. The ability to do that and having the power to do that is what defines, yes, they may have a good economic standing. So that's why when you go in a hospital, they say economize. You know, when I bring rice here, you're trying to economize the rice. When you hear about economize, right? Those are some of the things. Because the economic lifestyle is defined, is reflected in the social lifestyle. Your social lifestyle is what will have a good reflection or appreciation of how the economy is. We can go sit down somewhere, we enjoy ourselves, we go on vacationing, all the things there, and a social thing there you into. But where do you get it from? If the economy is not strong, you cannot do these things. Me and my children want to go on this side, we want to go visit our uncle, we want to go on this side. The vacationing thing that you go into. That's it. So the economy is terrible. So you don't need to argue that one that Amara said. No. I know many of you will say, it was election time or election year, but prior 26, before the election year 26 and that of December, instead of the July, the Christmas, you could see that the economy was okay. We are not saying perfect. The word perfection is something that will always fight towards. We're not saying perfect. There's no one that is perfect. There's no government that will be perfect. Because everyone else will not be satisfied. In fact, the very people who have opportunities will not be satisfied with the opportunities because mankind by nature will live in a world of insatiability. We always be satisfied. You will not get a job. You say, somebody will get you a job. For you to be doing something, you get it now. The next thing, you don't want another job again. You want different job. So that's how life is. We'll never be satisfied. So perfect? No, you can't find perfection in that. So it is very, very difficult that you find perfection in that. But the 26 is terrible. A lot of things are happening, and it's too bad. The unemployment rate is increasing. The unemployment rate is increasing by the day. People may not understand some of the things that people go through on a daily basis. Or some of them know it, but they just ignore it out of hatred, bitterness, jealousy, envy. And for the people who went to the election out of jealousy and envy, no matter whether you hear or here, you go or you come down, they will never, ever regret their actions because they are the witchcrafts. Their conditions are not changing in as much as people die. And those people they want to see died are dead. They don't have time. What are their conditions change? So there are certain people that you will not see then acknowledge it because they are witchcrafts. They will never acknowledge it. They will even look at it and say that the right thing happening because they are happy that those people who were opportune, they are no longer opportune. But their condition not changing. They don't have time. The witchcraft don't care about condition changing. Have you seen a witchcraft? You see the witchcraft and how they're terrible? That's how they are. They will make sure they will see their children going to Google schools and here and there, working Google places. They will make sure they bring our child down to their level and they are happy. So that kind of parent, you think they're regretting what they're doing? Witchcraft purpose in mind, knowing that they won't bring you to their level. Then you say you will regret it. They will not regret it. So these are a bunch of people who will never ever regret anything because they are witchcraft. That's just that witchcraft mentality in them. They are jealous. They are envious. They are not going up. They equally don't want you to go up. You must come down and sit down with them. All of them are being the same dust. They are happy. So all that cry is people doing. If you think they will cry, they're loud. They are happy. They feel satisfied that you are crying. Some of you are crying today. You're losing your job. They are happy that you don't have a job anymore. They are happy that you're not able to bring something for your children to be happy anymore. They are happy. So you think they will cry with you? They will not cry with you. They are happy. We know them. They are witchcrafts. And these are the people that you see here today. So if you think some people will acknowledge it aloud, don't hear you for nothing. Some of your friends will say, hey, government doing well. Hey, government doing well. They are thinking about somebody, their friend who was up there, who not get opportunity anymore, and all of them are the same level, and they are happy about that. That's why you hear them defending it. But look at their own life. The man who tell you say government doing well, his life has not changed. Ask him, where is life at now? Look at his life. His life has not changed, but he said the government doing well. But the same life, the destitute life, the poverty-stricken life that he's in is the same life that he was in Onowia, and he said his life was not better. Now, Joseph Walker has come, his life still not better, but he prefers it that way. You know why? It's because the person that he was looking at and measuring himself with and say, look at my man who look at him now, he can wear kosu now. Me, I'm not wearing kosu. Because the man are wearing kosu now today, he's happy about that. His life has not changed, but he's still happy. He's happy. That's just who they are. So you're not be hurting your in the community. You think you will convince any people. The people who went into this election naturally, and they think that they were doing it for the good of the country, that they weren't regretting it. For them, they will regret it. They said it is difficult. It is easy to wake a person who is sincerely asleep than a person who is pretending to be asleep. If I be lay down here and tell you say I come in, I are sleeping, you like I say you know me any kind of way I will not wake up. But if I'm really sleeping sincerely, so now you knock me straight, I will jump. I hate that we're dealing with. So these bunch of people that you see you and they arguing in the community here and they don't think they will ever regret anything. They are terrible. They are witchcrafts. Their life not changing. All they know, they are there. They never just wanted you to be there. That's all. That's what witchcraft can do in the villages and towns. They're not killing you because they want to get to where you are. They are killing you because they don't want you where you are, so that you will come down at their level, even beneath their level. They don't just want to see you there. So that's what they do. Envious people, that's what they do. So you will look at all of those people, that's what it is. But that is life. That is what exactly they do. The jealous people, the envious people, that just their own mentality there. So if you think they will regret it, and they say, oh yeah, the election, you're feeding in, they will say, oh, we're really enjoying the paper, but we're really doing well because they see that you are crying now like them. Since you are crying, they are happy. Now all they want to see that you are crying, that you can't afford. Now all they want to see. So be careful about people around you. You think you're hurting your hair on them. No, don't hurt your hair on them. You're hurting your hair for nothing. You'll be hurting your hair for nothing. Yeah. Look at the kind of man. they kind of man like Joseph Walker took up and say that the man and Joseph Walker man so put it on the man. I wanted to show you it, and it is probably a Galley challenge. We'll try to resolve it. And so, yeah, we'll resolve it. Don't worry, we'll resolve it. But I'll play the thing. About the guy talking to the women, boasting about it that we can kill. You'll listen to him. I would like for you to listen to him. You'll listen to him. And they kind of put in a Joseph Walker. They kind of men, you think they ever think anything, son? To them, the government is performing because these are killers.
The blood from the innocent child and drink it before going to battle. So you kill the child, drugs before fighting? Yeah, most of my boys, they will drain the blood from the innocent child and drink it before going to battle. So you kill the child? Yes. And then drink the blood? Yeah. Okay. So why would you fight naked? It was believed once I'm naked, no bullet can affect me. This is where I have my Kuchi chair. Yeah. I sat in the chair. My boys are all around singing. The elders bring an innocent child. Yeah. And we open the back of the child, thrust out the heart. Alive. Yes. And we cut it to pieces and distribute it to the boys. And what does that do? Just make them brave and charge them for the battle with the belief that bullet will not attack us or get them.
It was not just psychological. It was the means of displaying my power. When I'm naked, I disappear faster. When I'm naked, I activate my spiritual powers faster than when I had on clothes. So that was why I was naked.
That is kind of man and Joseph Walker get behind that end. But they get together when they bring the children in, you will tear the little baby back. Tear it, take the heart from there and give it to the opponent to be what they call the kind of man who not unrepented him up in like this. That Joseph Boaga supported in the year. So you see that? That's life. So yesterday I did share with you something, but I think we can together listen so that we can authenticate it, or we can all understand it. These sound bites are very important, and then we'll come to the meat of why we are here tonight and our other issues. We'll deal with that. So let me play this voice so that you can hear that their program yesterday. So let me play this voice so that you can get it, which is very good for all of us. We are getting there. Okay. So I think I have it here. Yeah, I have it here. Let me play it now, so that you can get it. So let's hear this.
So you start hearing statements from those that are here.
So that the lady, the World Bank country manager, that how come to speak in Georgia?
Country representative, who will make a this remark.
Afternoon. Thank you for the warm welcome to Atlanta. Vice President of the Republic of Liberia, Honorable Minister of Education, Honorable esteemed educators, learners, ladies and gentlemen, all protocols observed. Good afternoon, and thank you for the opportunity to join you for today's commissioning of this beautiful school in Nimba County, Kanta City. Today's commissioning is a chance for us to reflect an atmosphere in which witness schools pressure and why we invest in education. The bricks and cement help to hold this space. We're just the beginning. The atmosphere in a secondary school is unique. It's charged with young energy, excitement, noise, laughter, ideas, problem solving, and most of all, learning. It's an atmosphere in which young minds are being challenged, memories are being made, and lives are taking shape. The commissioning of this school is the culmination of deep commitment and effort across a wide range of people. The government of Liberia partnered with the World Bank to finance the Improving Results in Secondary Education, or IRES, project, which began in July 2019, which was the year before the world was plunged into the COVID-19 pandemic. $37 million on simple learning conditions goal, improve equitable access and equality of secondary education nationwide. It aimed to impact secondary school-age students and teachers in all 15
I just wanted you to just get the excerpt, and that's what we call actualities. Yeah, that's what we call the actualities. Oh, I don't know, you're having a video on the other side. Yeah, but that's just the actuality of what I wanted to share with you people. But the meat of why we are here tonight, it has to do with the heartlessness of Joseph Boakai and his team. Our people, we have come of age. I agree, things happen. I agree, things happen. Things happen. And no matter what it is, there are a lot of things that will continue to happen. First of all, before we can go any further, there's a family that called me up this morning. I'm still trying to establish contact with them. They said a staff of the LDEA, I don't know, Grand Crew County, Osano, yeah. He had come to town to meet his family, and he laid his bag down and he said he's going to come back. That man had not been seen for over 2 weeks. They are still looking for him. Able-bodied person, LDEA officer. They are looking for him. Already, we are having a missing AFL officer whom we can't find. We don't know what's happening. So that one, we are on top of it, and then we'll get to it. It's just an information that coming up. The family said they were trying to check by themselves, talking with relatives, places. They think he must have gone or he had always visited. They wanted to contact persons from there. So everything have proven futile. So they are hoping that they can find him, but it's gone 2 weeks now. So they were able to reach out to me today. So that told them, let's give it a little more time. You'll still try to do some search again to see what's happening. Yeah, but 2 weeks. And in Lufa County, there are a series of deaths, mysterious deaths taking place there. In a home of Gafuan, there is a missing person there as well. That one they try to do as a cover up. We got that story. And yeah, we heard about that. In Lufa County, a series of mysterious deaths are occurring there. Too many deaths occurring. You just have to be careful and know where you're going, who you are going to. Try to tell family members those kind of hidden things. You don't have to hide it anymore. Sometimes when you're going somewhere, you got to tell a third party and say, this person is calling me and I'm going to this person. I'm going to this person's place. So we have to be very careful nowadays. Too many terrible things are happening. We don't know why it is happening. And you can hear clearly on the issue of the fight against drugs. People are now more brave to bring in drugs in this country. A lot happening now than it ever happened on the CDC, because the very people in government, they have connections to people who are drug dealers. So this is their time. Joseph Boakai children, they do drugs. So as a result, they are using their connections. People are coming in with drugs now. Bravely, they are coming in with drugs. Others who never dream of doing drug business, they are now thinking about it because they have a lot of contacts. They have people protecting them. The number of syringes that you see all over the place, they're plucking people with, piercing people with it, and then drugging people with it. Then you see the syringe cars are passing all over. So drug in those cars. You can see it clearly. So a lot of things are happening. Too many things are happening. So that's what it is. Too many things are happening. If you check it now, the drug business all up. It's quite terrible. The drugs business have increased. Not knowing they're the one who are bringing in drugs and we are giving a hard time and they couldn't ever find a way out. Now they have their say. You know why it takes for the police RG to be involved into business? So what kind of era mega involved into business? That drug business people will not use to get away. The man enters into business and the man loves money. He's into business. You see that clearly. So a lot of things are happening. We just have to pray from now to 2029. If you're able to save yourself, save yourself. That's what it is. But 2 officers have gone missing so far. I mean men. I'm not talking about children. Not children gone missing. I say men, officers, trained security personnel. They have gone missing. One LDA officer, one AFL officer. We can find them. People are going missing in places like Lofa County, Nimba County. So just be careful, please. Please, 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 please be very much careful. Yeah. A lot of terrible things are happening. Let me come to this police announcement that they gave concerning a girl who was shot. You see the police? This is the most terrifying part. That's why I say you'll be very, very careful. There is a police release in relation to that when a girl was shot. They called a girl, they said mistakenly shot. Let's agree. Mistakenly shot. Let's agree. But listen to the police statement that they released on Saturday, I think July 19. Yeah. Before it, and I told you we'll get into it, right? So according to the police, they said one Massa Crawford, 22 years old. You're listening to the police own statement. We'll come and analyze their own statement now to tell you that the police is trying to do cover up. They shot the girl. And I just want for you to get it clearly so that we know where we are getting. So the police said, update on the shooting incident along Kesselly Boulevard, Gardnersville. They said the Liberia National Police would like to provide the following updates concerning an unfortunate incident that occurred on Friday, July 18, 2025 at approximately 21:30, that's 9:30 hours, involving officers of the anti-robbery unit along the Kesselly Boulevard, the ATU. And the ATU, because we call it ATU now. So they say, why conducting routine patrol operations? Why conducting routine patrol operations to ensure public safety? Officers of the anti-robbery unit encountered individuals. They encountered individuals suspected. They encountered individuals suspected of engaging in criminal activities on motorbike. So the suspects were on motorbike doing the criminal activities. They were on the motorbike doing the criminal activities. I don't know what was that criminal activity that can be done on motorbike. They were suspected of engaging in criminal activities on motorbike. At the grammar now, maybe something wrong somewhere. So on the motorbike, while they were doing the criminal activities, I know they were riding a bike doing the criminal activity or something that is not clear. But let's leave that. That's not an issue. During the attempted apprehension, one of the suspects discharged a firearm. One of the suspects discharged a firearm. There is a police that are intending to go for public safety. According to them, one of the suspects on the back, engaging in criminal activities on the motorbike. discharge firearm at the anti-robbery unit. Right? Y'all get the connection now. So the discharge firearm on the anti-robbery unit, right? They said in response to the threat that was posed by the discharging of that firearm, a civilian identified as Mansa Crawford, 22 years old, and a resident of the Doe community, sadly sustained a gunshot wound to the right side of her jaw. In response, meaning they too also responded with fire. They shot at the people, but they said the people on back, right? They said the people on back. They tried to apprehend them. They on back. Then Massa came from nowhere. They just fired a gun straight. It went on Massa's jaw. That's what they say in their own release. They say in response to the threat, a civilian identified as Massa Crawford, 22 years old, and a resident of the Doe community, sadly sustained a gunshot wound to the right side of her jaw. Now, here they are not placing an officer to have been the one to have shot that gun. But we know for sure that the officer involved gave his gun and they are investigating the officer, but they didn't mention that. But they just said in response to it. So in response to it, what happened? Did they shoot back? Did an officer shoot back? We don't know. So let's leave that. They said the victim was what? Immediately transported to the JFK Medical Center where she is currently receiving medical treatment. Our officers are working closely with medical staff to ensure she gets the best possible care. One of the suspected individuals has been arrested and is currently in custody. There is a blatant lie. You know the police people, if this kind of incident then occur, you will see them put a person on camera or whatever, because the person has already resorted to a civilian being shot in retaliation to the threat posed by this officer. They did not do it by this suspect. They did not do it. They lied. These people are like, you know, the people that publicity business. You know Gregory. You know Gregory let camera, all kinds of things. They let lying business too much. Now, let's agree. They are currently, I know for sure, in the police force, investigating the officer who did the act. The officer who shot this guy, who shot in the manner he did. They investigating the officer. But they came back to the public not to even say that they have conducted an investigation on the officer, but the officer is being investigated. That we will know. But they don't want to take responsibility. The scene where they fired the Capitol fire incident, no police took responsibility for what that happened at the Capitol. Is this reckless police that will not take responsibility for the death of people in this country. The police, they don't want to take responsibility for that recklessness. And we are aware. Now, the Liberia National Police is conducting thorough and transparent investigation into this incident. Right? That's what they said into this incident. They say, well, we assure the public that our investigation will be impartial and comprehensive and will take swift action if any wrongdoing or misconduct is found. Already, they are saying they're investigating the officer, right? We know, they don't even say it. They didn't even tell us, we know it. But they say if any wrongdoing. Now, let me tell you something. I know about the police. I told you I come on security background. I think a joke I can be on. I know about the police. This is what the law says about their firearm that they're getting all over the place. Joseph Bogara King, yes, Samson is say anybody who get gun, they must go register it. Already the professional people are now shooting people and taking all people ear and shooting people all over. Then Joseph Bogara say anybody who want gun, they must go register it. No wonder. Joseph Bogara have decided to tell all officials in the country because they're coming to run bad governance. So people will be targeting them. That is what is suspected to be. They think people will target them. Bogara has told all officials to go and get gun. That's why he passed that executive order. That's why he passed that. But you see, all of these things are happening so that you will learn your lessons. We'll be telling your thing here, and you will learn lesson the hard way. The hard way, you will learn it. You will learn it. Let me tell you something about what the police ought to do. These people, they are not, you know, yeah, the guys are terrible. The guys are terrible. And we know them for sure. They are very, very terrible. Very terrible police force. That's what we have, right? And I want to say, yeah, we stand a gravity of radical. If there is any wrongdoing for his phone, somebody you chop up already from your officer, and then he say no wrongdoing. You're investigating the officer for the wrong that he did. He must be able to justify how that wrong happened. That what we're supposed to be talking about. You know, about if any wrong, somebody chop up, then he say no wrong done. Somebody chop up already. The person's jaw, you pierce the person's jaw with gun from the police, not from the suspected people. At least like the suspected people. And besides that, we have same people. The reason I took my time, we went in the environment they're talking about. The police said that lie. The police lied. The police lied. Their officers were reckless. They look at the police, they are chasing people in the community, they get ready, they can just discharge firearm. That's how they can be operating. That's how the police can operate. So it's a blatant lie. But according to the firearm rules, you ask your police people then, firearms rule number 4. The police people now, you're who the train people now telling you what the firearms rule number 4. It says that anybody who's going to discharge a firearm, one of my friends went to the firearm, to your firearm something, because they say the training people for you to get a private arm with you, right? So that's why now one of my friends shared the one with me. He the one, he went there. So they shared the one with them. Now the firearm rule says that be sure of your target. Be sure of your target. And know what is behind the target before you discharge the firearm. You now see in the movie, so now the men can want aim like this, but when they see civilian there, then they withdraw. Right? They can want aim like this. Because you can know your gun already on the target. But when you look behind the target, somebody is there, you withdraw. You look for another space again to see what you can get. You can be seeing nothing there. And we know those are the precautions. Because you don't just want to discharge firearm, then a party that not supposed to be affected is affected. These police people, that God swear on them, so they are killing people. Gregory Coleman is the worst police RG that most of the atrocities, I want to call that atrocities, misruling policing happening right under his watch, businessman. And because he doesn't want to carry that image, he's calling up for everything. They lied. It happened. The police were reckless. The guy is on an investigation. They are not stating that to tell you, saying an officer is already on an investigation for the discharging of that fire. They didn't state that in their release. They didn't state it. That's why you see the terrible things are happening. The one that can't also that what Gregory they can speak to, then they come up with be released. The one that you want to do TikTok with, then you will plan it, put people in the street and tell them say, I'm coming to come recall you or to tell you say you're doing bad policing. That one that you will hear about, that you will discover. The one that happening under his watch, terrible policing going on. Gregory does not care. He are doing a lot of cover-ups. And these are most of his confidants that you are now seeing. The police force is quite terrible. Like I said, kudos to the armed forces of Liberia. At least it's getting much more refined. Yeah, I think Fowler is now doing well. I must admit. It's not that I'm praising that in dealing with the welfare of the people. No, I'm not talking about welfare. Because welfare thing, I'm not joint inside you. So I'm not somebody who come to side with Fowler or a put. But I'm saying they are not getting too much involved into this misrule that you see. AFL involved in the one going to go effecting there for Joseph Boakai, what police supposed to do, they doing all that kind of thing that I used to see the AFL jumping and making all kind of reckless statement all over on Prince Johnson, all the one and now they're putting their apps together now. Right? Yeah. They're putting it together. That is what happened. And that's quite terrible. This girl is lying in hospital. The police is not claiming liability. And then they are now saying that we'll check if there is any wrongdoing. You already see somebody chop up already. The person here, George, pierced through. You see that one already. Then you there say if there is any wrongdoing. Good. Let's do that one. Finally, let's get on to what's happening in terms of the labor sector. The Liberia Petroleum Refining Company, you know, they are very desperate to do anything to prove a point. But in their source of desperation, in their desperation, they still want to steal. So the LPRC has announced, all their measures are meant to take people out of jobs. And I really like how they're doing it. The LPRC has announced that they will be inputting their own fuel. All the importers can go and sit and wait, and they will buy from them. They're importing their own fuels now, their own petroleum. Originally, when the Liberian Petroleum Refining Company was enacted and the LPRC was enacted into law, it was for refinery purpose. So that we could get raw oil, bring it in Liberia. We have the refinery plant to refine the oils, right? All those things that you see that was supposed to be refining, right? But we're not refining. So the government in its own thinking say, look, we don't have the refining capacity for now. So what we'll do, we will now import refined products and then sell it to our people. So that how importers business came in. The importers begin to go out there, do business with people, and then the government get taxes collected. So the storage tanks were always operated by LPRC because LPRC is ought to be there to refine, to be a refinery sector, but they're not refining. But they just got the storage tankers there that's supposed to take those refined products. That's what they're supposed to take, but we don't have it. So only the tankers are there. So the importers will bring it and then store it in the LPRC storage terminal. So you go there for it, you pay your storage fee, the government knows and get a stock of how many gallons of fuel come in the country because at the place you're going to keep it, they know about that. They know how much coming from there, what are supposed to go to the government, it goes there. So the government decided to now give its responsibility, partial responsibility to the importers. So the importers will pay pretty close to $150,000 for the license. 1 year. The license is there for 1 year. So you pay $150,000, $100,000. That's the neighborhood the license is for. So you have about 8 petroleum importers. Just to get a license, they are paying over $800,000. And those importers, they have staff. Because they said before you can be importer, you must get gas station and issue them that you can supply, all the kind of things, and blah, blah, blah. They say you must have some to be able to store and be able to supply, so forth, right? That's what they said. That's the new measure they came in with, in fact, when the Unity Party government took over. These people are going to expenses, employ staff, constructed gas stations in places, and they get people working there. Now the LPRC about to put all of them out of business. They have decided to put all of them out of business by saying, look, all the importers, whoever you're contacted, who you did business with, whatever it is, we don't care. We will bring in our petroleum. You're not importer again. You will now be buyers. You will be dealers. You will be buying from us. It is not that they're going to bring fuel price down when they do that, though. That stealing they won't do now. The money that coming, and you see that of stealing going on. Everything they are doing is to make sure that people are out of business. The economy is tough. So all the importers that you saw, they get places here and there, they just have to do what some of their staff or take it because they're not even going to be doing that business again. And that's bad. Then we understand it, they want to go to Echo Bank. I think about 30 million or something like that they want to take. They want to go to Echo Bank. Now, where they're taking the petroleum from, you can remember during the course of the election, we're saying that the Unity Party people were doing business with Russians. Those Russian oil that being sanctioned, that the Russian oil now they want to bring to this country. They want to use it to legitimize it. Now, so if the likes of the Echo Bank not careful as to the source of the oil, who they're coming from, they will be facilitating and then be aiding the government with money for criminal money. They will be taking clean money and giving it to people. Our country, clean money, they're giving it to criminals, those Russians. Dubious deeds, that's what they will be involved with. The government does not care. Whether people are out of business, people are out of jobs, they don't care. No wonder at these private businesses, supermarket and things, they just downsizing because the government itself does not care about employment or empowerment. So who will care more? If the government itself does not care that the foreigners then who running their business here, they'll make profit, that they don't want to keep your citizens in there to be working, they will downsize all of them. If your government, if the people know that your own government not care about empowerment, that they don't want you care, The poor want maximize profit. So if they can use John Brown to do the work that Peter, Paul, and everyone else were doing because they want to get their profit, they will downsize the other people. They say the economy is bad. What thing you will do? Is the government prioritizing employment? No. They are not. So if the government are supposed to care about the empowerment of our citizens through employment, they don't care. There are those supermarkets where they having our Liberian brothers that where they will not do downsizing. You see what happening to the country now? So that's why you are seeing downsizing all over. Look at the transport ministry, a classic example. You prioritize foreigners. You prioritize foreigners over your own locals. In fact, not just locals, no, but a statutory body set up by your national legislature to function. You making your own body to look, oh God, to look useless. Could you imagine that? Your Liberians, you are taking them out of jobs and you empowering foreigners. No wonder why Delon said that our work permits are into the hands of foreigners all over the place. Yes. These Hezbollah people then are here. These people then who have ties with Hezbollah, you can't go tell them say they must handle our data, security system, they must handle our data. That is what you are now trying to do, and you're trying to sideline and close down a whole government entity for a private entity. You say privatization? I don't understand. I don't just understand. This government is hurting the citizens day by day. That whole thing that happened at the transport ministry for we the people are protesting, it's a justified protest. It is their jobs. Somebody was even telling me again, because when we say it, you can't want to believe it. Do you know the next thing they come and do? Through the same traffic management people, the traffic management people are bringing certain cab company. All the yellow taxi then, Gregory then will pass a law that no yellow taxi will run in town again. They get a cab company that they will bring with app. They will give it. You just forced to use those cab them. And that's what they are doing now. So they have been successful with the kekes. So they say, since we are successful with the keke and the motorbike, we'll now get ready to make sure that no yellow taxi or taxi will be in town again at the next plane they are making. You watch out. It will happen. So the taxi, then they come and take them from the city and then send them in the bush. So if you are a yellow taxi driver, start bracing yourself for it. You have to brace yourself for it. They are getting ready to stop you from coming to town. Because they want all of you to enroll into that traffic management other group that they say they come in wrong cap or company that everyone will get up. That is where we are getting people. We talk these things. You just think some of us were doing it because we're benefiting or we're doing this here and there. No. Some of the sacrifices we make are things that we got to keep to ourselves. Very much we got to keep it to ourselves. It's not that everything you see us do, because you think that's a tradition of this country where everyone, anything they do, they can't do it for nothing, or they can't do it because they believe in it. They got to get something from it before they do it. And some of us were not trained that way. Things are happening. People are going out of jobs. And that's bad. I feel for these people. You know, I want to take politics out of this. That's why we are saying that something terribly is wrong in this country. They are taking people from the streets, taking opportunities from people, and they are empowering the foreigners over the local. How is that one possible? Donald Trump, that you are sitting there in front saying, yes, sir, yes, sir. All a whole thing, and you say, America first. American money must be used on Americans. They're not giving money to Liberia. No, their money not going to. And the people prioritizing themselves. The USAID money that they withdrew from here, Joseph Boakai, you know why they withdrew? They said the money should be meant for the American taxpayer, that their money. They want to use it. Now foreigners supposed to be using their money. Here in Liberia, you go in Ghana, you see Ghanaians are prioritizing. They say, look, this is our country and it's for us. We should benefit from it. You go in Nigeria, same. In Liberia, it's a different story. You are not championing your Liberians. They are cause. These were the people that were in toilet water all over the place, passing around. Joseph Boakai, this, that. Oh, yeah, this, that. Rescue, 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 rescue. They were passing all around. What are you doing to empower them? The man you are saying that in front was saying, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. You know what the man was saying there? The man said, America. He said, this time we're not helping people again. Because the aid was going to foreigners. No, we're not going to do that. It's going to be trade, our interest. What interest of the Liberians you are pushing, Joseph Boakai, since you got in power? What interest that is about them? That you say it's about them. Think Liberia, love Liberia, build Liberia. This is what you said. That's what they heard. That's why they follow you. What is it that you are doing that has to do with them? Thinking foreigners? Thinking foreigners over Liberia? Is that why you got think Liberia, love Liberia, build Liberia? You're thinking foreigner. You're building foreigners. You loving foreigners. Not Liberia again. But you see, some of these things, they are happening as a teaching moment. So all of us will learn the hard way. When we said George, we are getting a country hard, we used to be talking, you just thought that was a joke we're playing. No. George, we are naturally getting a country hard. There were times you were crying here. George, we are listened. Nobody cries. In George, we are here, and then you will go unanswered. Now you have a reckless government in office. I don't care. There were a lot of times that protests that used to be going on. And of course, massive protests. When they say the faculty association won't do XYZ, George, we are saying, I want to hear that all the noise there. I can remember even prior to the election, there were times that the faculties were planning a massive protest. The president had to send honorable, it is the Minister of State, Honorable Blamo. He had to go there to talk to them and say, look, we can resolve these issues. You saw Samuel Tueden going on University of Liberia campus, meeting with people, doing this here and there. You were chasing them out of those campuses. Those were the pressure that we are used to be mounting. That any noise that comes from down there, I don't want to hear it. You go there. Let's agree that they rule. Let's agree to chase you. But stay. You guys, they are not asking for what they don't deserve. That was weird for you. We are believe that wherever he was as president, it was because of you people that he was there. So as a result, he owes it to you people. For every time he saw mothers in front of his gates, there was no time that he could shut his gates in front of them. He said, it's because of these people that I'm president today. He listened. When you say you get a country at heart, that's what we're talking. That's what we're talking. Today, you're getting to know the difference now. That truly, indeed, we are had the country at heart. When they say the country at heart are the people, Joseph Boakai does not. He doesn't care. You think Joseph Boakai shouldn't use an order say, look, Gregory Latin your honor, so that policy. The people in their contract was signed, Everson Honor Unity Party. When George Weah came in, they began to want to force something there. We are saying it can't work. They brought a ratting motor banner and they were giving it, oh, we are saying, no, we don't need it. They leave dragging that thing, carrying to court here and there. It did not work. But I honor Joseph Boakai to say, thank God the Unity Party here because it was Gregory Coleman, the former police RG, Honor Ellen, before Gregory took over, that they didn't want brother group here. That they are project. That they are on a 25-year project there. So they are 25 years project that is there. Now, what they've been operating with. So you see that? Now, so St. George, we are not there to see as an opportunity now to effect their 25 years project. All they need to do, in fact, somebody just told me, all they need to do was to take about 15 million and give it to Joseph Boakai. And they have given it already. They took 15 million and gave it to Joseph Boakai. That group. Because they said that 25 years now, there's plenty of money inside. So they took 15 million to give it to Joseph Boakai. So why you see all that transport ministry, the north, then they call in there. If you give me Selitalo, Gregory got a share, the justice minister got a share. That whole thing is set. So whether you like it or not, you're going, you come down. All that noise you're causing that to Joseph Boakai sitting down over 15 million. They took the police escort car there. They gave Joseph Boakai one. Gregory took one. They gave one to the vice president. The benefit is settling everywhere. 25 million. That's what the men are going to. You didn't even get time. You think the men get time? All that protest here on there, so they will not listen. In a minute again, look at whole government entity to shut it down for those people there. They know the kind of millions that went inside before that thing will happen. Whole government entity, the functionary of government for civil service purpose, they shut down the whole thing for those people in business. You want to know how much I want to Joseph Boakai? You just think we're joking? At least we are harmonized salary. We are didn't harmonize your jobs. Joseph Boakai is harmonizing the Liberians' employment opportunities. He's taking it away from them. 15 million they carry to Joseph Boakai. They get about 8 million just from the executive. Selitalo, Gregory Kuma, Justice Minister, 8 million. They share right there with them. And why you see them, they give away everything. They shut down whole ministry. That ministry is useless now. Transport ministry is now useless. That's why you see the protesting, because it's useless now. A hint to the wise is quite sufficient. Let's get to the lines and interact with our callers. We are certainly getting them a revolution song here.
Oh, Nana. Mr. Bobsy, I want to speak my mind. Gucci Beats. Nigeria don't enter one chance, I swear. Oh, now go with the go so. Yes, men, they kill us every day for them busy, they campaign again. After they failed all the promises they made, oh, then they praise themselves. Why the masses were supposed to give them the praises we they here they run to? Move it down. I blame it on the religious leaders. I blame it on the traditional rulers. People were supposed to fight for the people, they don't compromise. Shame on the rebellious brothers. People were cry with us during answers. Today them don't join those oppressors, they eat jealous. Something on the smell of. Very soon now we go perceive them. We have a way this government they cause my time bomb. We go soon explode. Revolution they come out. It's very close and they feel more. When the power of the people we triumph, the power of the people in power. They no even care, they no even send. Say the people they die of hunger. Hungry dog is an angry dog. One day you go bite the owner. Idle man is the devil workshop. Many youths for Nigeria no good job. And the country the youths got no future. The country is gone, that's on period. Move it down. I blame it on the judiciary leaders. I blame it on the electoral officials. People were supposed to save the nation, but they collect it private. Shame on the armed forces. People were supposed to protect the masses. One of them they shoot us anytime they hear our voice. Something on the smell of. Very soon now we go perceive them. We have a way this government they cause.
And of course, that's it right here on this very day. Let's get to the lines and interact with our callers right here on this very day. And we are grateful. We think we have tried all we could, all we can for our country. We keep talking for you people and we'll keep talking. And it's just for you to learn to stand for yourselves. Yeah, you just got to stand for yourself. Well, we pity your condition. We know what you are going through is quite terrifying, very much terrible. But God is there, and God will take us all through. Let's get to the line with you. Call us. Hello, how are you doing? Hello?
Network exception.
Yeah, hello, let's hear from you. Mm-hmm. Okay.
You know, they government is fake. They government has not come to rescue the people, but instead they keep it with themselves. Look how after transformation, can you imagine the government prioritizing foreigners who are like US? It's taking millions of dollars from the revenue to the region of our country, giving it to Lebanese and Liberia government receiving a less. But it's taking for all of the church, making it jobless. But it's a relatable situation that from our government. Since the power you are being less, something the economy of you know, because come on and now see what you go keep the religious and see the name and they get it. To keep something else, I'll see that or think my list of the concern for the people's right and on try to say when the people come up and you have no usher for to protect them there and that is that is to when listen we can't get an ultimatum can I say two-day ultimatum they will be very first day don't say what I'm going to go is a 5-year it's clear all around with some people and all that thing come but people will be here to so here's that's
Okay. Okay, Zlatan. Robert, thank you. Hello, how are you doing? Let me get on to the next call. Hello? Yeah. Yeah, fine. Please go on.
The country, we're looking at the country, the government continue to push us to the wall. The country is hard and better. The country is hard. They continue to push us to the wall in the sense that nowhere you can stand. July 26 is coming, the country is looking at this. My brother, the government should be very mindful when they say they should have put them there. They shouldn't see that because we put them there, so we're stupid. We don't know what we did. They continue to push us to the wall. They satisfaction in memory. They satisfaction is in memory, and memory brings destruction. They tell that fact, my brother, there will be no way to go. Thank you very much.
Thanks, boss, for your contribution. Hello, how are you doing? Hello? Yeah? Yeah, hello. Hello? 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 Wow. So let's get on to the next call. Hello? Yeah?
I'm Prince, calling from Panavi.
Prince, let's hear from you, please.
Yeah, that's something I really want to go to the for. Second thing today on OPFN, they will quote and say, thank you for taking CDC.
Don't mention Dewe Kuti here because I always try to avoid him. Yeah, I always try to avoid him. And, because, you know, people who are friendly with before said they really push me, but he's one of those persons I just lean like that. Yeah, hello.
Yeah, hello, Eddie.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for your show, Eddie. It is our family. I do a discussion from a Wakotan resident in Kingsburg district. For Eddie, we are working to accept some group to do business. We have to be very careful to know which country they from. Yes, we take Europe for the Lebanese, we go for Lebanese. They are always against the Israeli over there. They call it the Hezbollah. So we don't know about what they can get our money to sponsor the kind of terrorist group. So those are all things they go and say we are Christian nation, we are friendly with Israel. And we accepting the kind of good of God and do business in this country. I think they can do feel about us in this country.
Okay. Second point, fine question. And yeah, those are some of the things. That's why we are saying Okay. All right. Thank you, boss, for your contribution. We appreciate that. The female line. We get there. Hello, how are you doing? Hello.
Hello?
Yeah?
Godfrey, where?
Yeah, man.
How you doing, Papa?
I'm fine.
Baby, Pa?
I'm a grandchildren.
A great old thank God.
This is my miracle calling from Advocacy. AB, we finish. Oh. The country, we finish. Guess what the man of God said? That Liberian will drink dirty water, we thank God for drinking the water that where we going now. A prophet can lie. While they were making fun out of that prophet, the man of God, that George, we are paying that where we walking now. So we need to prepare ourselves for it. But he said in the midst of the famine, he will still bless us.
Mm-hmm.
So I know that we will have water to drink. We have water to drink, but the people they are heartless. They be the people they are heartless. They can kill and they can regret why they kill the person.
You're right.
That how they looking back. So I pray for you to who they're talking. All day they hunting you. For the grace of God will be upon you. He will hide you under his wing.
Amen.
That the eyes of the enemy will not see you.
Amen.
They will not locate you once you're telling them the truth and you're fighting, you're sacrificing your life for the Liberian people because nothing will get to give you for the kind of sacrifices you're doing.
Amen.
God will bless Peace FM and God will guide every one of you.
Amen.
Let God bless you.
Amen, Mama. Thank you so much. And hello? Yep, let's hear from you, please. All right, Saki.
Yeah, but what would you say to the people in Nigeria? They put this on their own second team. Experience when it comes to government. Now you have who is again, the thing they keep the power. So what would they say? So what would they say? He made nothing. So we have first year. They kill more. They already no. Nothing can escape. That kind of so much. Well, so I really will work on a laptop and walking out water to cook with our today. The food, the goodness, the quality, the here. Therefore, they have nothing about them. They will keep looking at them. So now, pour into the work on study, pour water on people say. So people react that today. You people fight there. You know, you never to the poor people. How can the poor people with their gift, but they're down to the to me? They are not going to follow us. They would have followed the water to go for they see. Now what I do?
Okay.
They are not ready for anyone, but now they're coming by how to come up to the sheep. So I'm not going to get
wow. Okay. Thank you, my brother, for your contribution. I appreciate that. Hello, you can get to the WhatsApp line. Medicine.
Hey, AB, how you doing?
Yeah, fine. Please go on.
Thank you so much for the job you're doing every day. The only thing that I want to talk about on your show is the World Bank country representative recording that you play.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what Mo Ali saying today. What is Mo Ali and the United Bible saying today? Mo Ali went on Facebook and wrote that Ellen was the one that signed for the World Bank loan or grant that built our school. That project started Ellington. I saw a post, I read it. So when the World Bank country director spoke, I don't know what is their feeling today. How are they saying? How are the United Bible doing? Because the woman is not from Liberia. She had nothing to do with politics in Liberia. She spoke the truth. Besides speaking the truth, we have the World Bank paper. We went and got the World Bank paper. We save it on our phone. We get it from the day. We got the document. We get it. Dated June 11, 2019. The World Bank approval money when they approve the money. So the guys are going all around, returning to Liberia with zero. They got nothing. Nobody is willing to do any business with Waka. Everything that Waka will do in Liberia is Joya project. You have to do Joya project.
To the extent that if you didn't want to respect Joria, let him try to delegate his own say. Because Joria meant to be living. Joria put peacemaker in a heart. Now what he's living on. Let brother go and delegate his own say. Joria project. As a Joria project. Thank you so much, AB.
Thank you, Medicine. Let me get on to Sulu. Boy Sulu, let's hear from you, please.
Hey, AB, thank you for the show and thank you for having me, AB. AB, I got a great concern. You know, the thing has been happening. Why we Liberian people let to lie on ourselves? And I listen to you, AB. We may not like the young man, and I'm particularly doesn't like him. But AB, everything about that Nathan Blind man, he lied on himself to gain popularity. I say, brother, who make him general and which fashion he came from to be a general? He's talking about he sit down and they bring the young baby and he open the back. Asking where? Asking where? When he joined the revolution, just asking all of those questions. When was those things happening?
The man say you are making break.
When was those things? Another lie he told on one of the radio stations, and I replied him that in fact, during the April, say all the store that opposite the barrel, he bust the store and took all the food and he crushed the food and he used to distribute it to the people and the one used to make them strong when they get bullet the people. That why you must lie like that? Why you fair people that you bust to? That young man, the man I know he used to be there as a bodyguard, the late Jackson. And you know what that boy used to do? When they catch rebel and they kill the person, the man will call the human being by a tire and be a private part and be passing around with it. Look, if you observe during the TRC, when this guy, what the man named John Stewart, he made a system and John Stewart asking, how old are you? All the things you're talking about, what were you and how old were you at that time? He got angry with John Stewart. If you follow that video, in general for you watch it. He was mad with John Stewart and yelling all over the place. This young man lied on himself to gain popularity, to be able to get magazine because he saw where people, you know, that country born. He saw where people come to him so they would give him money and were lying on himself that today that hunting him. That a man tell you which fashion he was as a general, who promoted him as a general. Maybe then I will call you one on one, you and myself will talk on it. Let me tell you. What a man lying at that?
All right.
No credibility.
Hello, how you doing? You're great, Juleka. Hello, how you doing?
Baby. Anthony Allah. Boga bere na sumo play with fa. Oh, what a job. Ebi let God bless you. The wire predicted, papa, they come to pass. It came to pass, and now what a man said, my sister just said, what a man predicted that we drink that water. It's happening already. But we tell God, thank you for that dirty water. Oh, once he did that, no daylight and darkness, they can't see eye to eye. They start dying. Because you say, my boy, and the darkness for us. A person real at daylight. Did they compare the two? When darkness appears, when daylight appears, disappear.
You're right.
You can't see them, right? Did they compare the two people? People that were telling us, but we are a failure. He did that today. What was he saying today to us? And he's confessing now on a platform. Show water project. Sure they want to do this because they say to us. And we are project 40 over. Anyway, we are doing the great thing for them. But my friend here, America SPC, them talking, he getting chicken in jaw. Also, for the power woman. He said, he said a thing and it came to pass. That boss can be known. He can see ahead and he can say it. And when he say it, can't go pass. One day, he was talking to you. Also, say here, America, she not see me before, she not see me before. Let my baby. You see, I don't fear evil. I see the rest the other hand. Look, what if for in this country, Papa? They will carry out to the people, they will feed the poo. They will feed the fat for water. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your contribution. I appreciate, Mama. Let me get on to the WhatsApp line again. Then we'll get back to the local line, then the female line. Hello, how you doing? Yeah, let's hear from you, please.
Yeah, this is Musa Brown on the phone in from New Jersey.
Yeah, Musa, let's hear from you.
You see, Abi, I quickly want to talk on the Ministry of Transport. You see, Abi, we got a common saying in Liberia. It's better to stay with the devil that you know than to go for the angel that is in heaven that you have never experienced. But you know, for the people at the Ministry of Transport, Abi, I can tell you I'm not sorry for them. Because Abi, you were on the radio on Freedom FM. We told the people, like I said, you play that tape over and again. The man said that indeed, let me remind the people that demonstrated at the Ministry of Transport. In fact, they are supposed to be the one that Gregor Como supposed to send people there and beat the hell all of them because Black I told them that hey, George, where we are 10 person, George we are put 50. When I take over, I'm going to lay them off. Apparently they thought it was joke, baby, but that was reality. And that had been the protest. So they're not going to tell you we'll fire you, but you don't have a job to do, you think you get paid. That's what they're doing to them. No, maybe two things I told you. Some of the things I told you I called on the radio, some I say. They sound harsh, maybe. But look, the creating machine, the death squad for United Party, under the regime of President George Mandawia, all the deaths we're experiencing, all those hardcore deaths we're experiencing, were headed by God Nike, Nathan Blahi, and Gregory Coleman. This Gregory Coleman was an SOD. These are the guys who were desperate. They came for nothing. And because that those are things, so Gregory Coleman do not have enough feeling. Look, the drugs that is coming in Liberia, the head for it is Gregory Coleman that is bringing the drugs. Eddie, the drugs they arrested in Loba, where the president they arrested from? Where he is? Where have the matter gone? All those drugs, they didn't take a foot. But there's nothing in Loba.
The dominant guy left the country. They released the dominant guy on the orders of Joseph Bogas. He left the country.
Yeah, listen, Eddie, but in this guy, you also hear Joseph Bogas taking photo.
You're right.
Here, Joseph Bogas student took photo, took a picture. This is the president that is taking picture with a drug. The man who is bringing hardcore drugs. Then somebody say he's fighting drugs. Eddie, our country is doomed. You know when you say it, other people that are around, like Copper Pastor that is getting $5, they deny the fight. Well, our country, look, there are hardcore people that call me that have never called me in their life. Maybe one in America. Today they were calling me. They literally, these are people that I was talking to, your father John Weir, and they were literally begging, baby. They're begging. There's no really mistake, the mistake is too bad. But why is it? We're already in the water. We got a lot of clothes to dry.
Already
we got to swim. Thank you, and God bless you, Eddie.
Thank you, my brother.
Let's continue to talk and stand for Liberia.
Certainly, we will. All right, so let's get on to the next caller right here on this die. We are certainly getting there. Hello, how are you doing? Yeah, fine, boss. Let's hear from you. Edmond. Let's hear from you too.
So let's strike a good point. Without focusing on this naked boss man. But naked boss begins ready then just around the April 6th. And wherever he and his resident jockey right across the street when we were leaving from the one street, in the compound of Councillor Finley, they got that compound right there. So they were across the road and we were across the street on the other side when that April 6th started. Okay, they were concerned in the barn. When they managed to come up, they will start at Jonathan, they will start at 9th Street, they will be pushed by in the barren. So where? So they think that people don't know about them, but that is just true. But that very thing that you were looking for is now hurting you today. The only people that will bring the other people close to them is God that want to allow himself to continually be the way he knows. So that's it. Trusted management team. Hey, Grandma Ellen Johnson said they were here, she rejected it. President Weir came, we saw them displaying a whole lot of cars, motorcycle
police escort. Later on, President Weah realized that it was not in the interest of the Liberian people. He let it go. But because this government is just desperate, and you have these in the government that are looking for their honor or company at all costs to take unto themselves what they want to take. That is why they're doing all that they do. How do you bring investors in the country, quote unquote, investment? Then the citizens are crying. I thought when you bring investors in the country, the citizens should be rejoicing and benefiting. They're talking about sensitive information of our country. If they place in foreigner in, how's that going to help us? How's that going to be?
Certainly.
The revelation tonight that you are giving about tested travel, how is it going to be for them? How is it going to be for the Liberian people? Okay? But the only thing I make sure we talk is it's because for all of these people in don't have job, who have said that, oh, they can't add to us, how she will control to travel, how she will control to go. That is why we are talking about brother, they didn't have anything for anybody. He's saying it. Okay? And when you are saying it, you feel when he said that it was President Weah, who they have 140, President Weah brought 400 and added to it. And when he take over, you're going to reduce that. So that is continuing happening under his government. He has not come to improve the livelihood of the Liberian people. He has not come to improve the life of the Liberian people, but to increase hardship on them. Look on the street. Every traffic light that you reach now these days, you have visually impaired people with their children moving on the street searching for survival. You see one blind person with 4 to 5 children to carry them around. That does not suggest anything to them that the country is not okay. That is also a race to them because anything will happen, cars will lose control, they could hit them, something will happen. But yesterday when I checked, when Barack coming to the president here, he told my mother was a disabled woman. Now, some are taking over the country. The disabled people are struggling on a daily basis for survival. The rain camp, they are there. The sub camp, they are there. So that's Liberia right there. And let me say this to as Liberia is not one institution. If the thing says going to come now it's going to be on easy line, no, it's going to be more tougher because these are the people that we are going to be going against. People that got illegal contract for 25 years, they are going to be fighting us. Buraka is going to be fighting us. Jerry is going to be fighting us. But I can say this to you, brace yourself. We are going to face them. Thank you, Adrian.
Thanks, Edmond. I hardly appreciate that. And I certainly appreciate that. Thank you so much. And let me get on to this. Hello, how are you doing?
Yeah, Brother Eddie, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Thank you so much for having me on the program, Brother Eddie. The other day I came on the program, was not too long. I was so excited. And thank God again, I'm back. Yeah. You know what happened? In this life here.
So what's your name?
The thing is so. I'm Tina Keita. Anyway, I'm so excited. You know, I gave you for my name. Yeah.
Where Gina?
Yeah. But Abby, the thing is so that what you will read tomorrow.
Okay.
You understand me? Joseph Boaka came with a slogan, Love Liberia, Sing Liberia, Build Liberia. So, in another form of direction, people are protesting today for a reason. When you go to transport ministry today, you see people crying. I see female all being hurt in the process.
Yeah.
You know which of course is not to be there.
No.
It's happening now. Yesterday it was wrong, but today it is right. We hear them. We tell them thank you. We tell them congratulations. And above all, we'll say thank you. Our former president, Ambassador, Dr. George Manuel Weah, for giving a space for Liberians' eyes to be open. They said the respect was increased yesterday, but today, I dare anybody can tell me say the rest you were buying yesterday for $2.30, $13. It is the same today. The U.S. rate $1,000 for $5 US. When the money went out to 950 doing Joey Atan, they say, oh, Ulubakata Bata. They make a continual money going to us. Oh, I want to say that. You know what? I beg you, Papa. I just want you to take the number.
All right.
Because you know.
All right, Janet.
You are over there following you.
I know.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Let me get on to this one. Then this one will take us home. This is Josh Tegman. How you doing?
Yes, Chief. Good morning. Good evening. Sorry.
Yeah.
To the point. My name is Josh Tegman. When I sit back and then listen to the situation that is currently at the Ministry of Transport, three things comes to my mind. The first one is I can recall in 2018 that LTM company came and then through the dopes.
Are you still there? Hello, George. What's popping? Somebody is on your line. Yeah, you have to be fast now, Josh. Yeah. Yeah, there's somebody on the line. Yeah, go on quickly, please.
Sure. Transport yes, and then the
George, we are challenged.
Yes. Right. And then
I think you can just call back quickly. Yeah, because the line is cracky. I don't know what's the cause, but I think your line may have been interrupted by somebody. By sending calls in, that's why we couldn't get you. But I think it's great. So I think with God we can really see that. And so folks, yeah, I think Josh, we'll talk more on that. Yeah, what happened at transport? Sorry about that. The line is quite terrible, so we had to continue with you. So folks, that's all the time we've got. I want to say thanks to all of you for the time. Rabasi Momo, what's up? That's a long time. He said thank you everybody. What do you have everybody? All right, so let's say thanks to all of you for the time until we are back here, God's willing, for another edition of the show tomorrow. Let's keep praying for our country. Let's keep it peaceful. Let's keep it calm. Let's keep doing everything we can to keep our country up very high. And let's keep talking. Let's keep fighting. So with God, all things are possible. You are for pleasant night. Bye-bye.
Today them don't join those oppressors to eat your love. Something on the smell of. Very soon now we go perceive them. The half of where this government they cause my time bomb. It go soon explode.